Got, hi everyone, we're in Joe's house in Tony Pandy. Is that Postman Patland?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so
yes.
Joe's doing the video. I just thought I'd do the screw video because this one's quite important. So, first of all, there's nails, there's screws and nuts and bolts. In a house, you very rarely see nuts and bolts. You don't use nuts and bolts at all anywhere. And you don't use nails in refurb houses because nails are used for floorboards, laminate floors, roof tiles, in roofs, but they're not used in refurbs really. So all you need in the house is a pack of screws. This is my pack of screws. And all I have is, I have 4 different screws. I have a long one, a medium one, and a short one. The sizes are largely irrelevant because all I'm looking for is to get a grab on the piece of work that I'm trying to grab to. So I've got those 3, long, medium, short. Yeah, long, medium, short, and then I've got these little things which I'll show you in a second. So 4 stone, so this is an outside wall. I've built this, I've boxed in the boiler for Joe, and for the outside wall, you either have what's called raw plugs. So raw plugs are for stone, brick, mortar, anything that's sandy or rock solid, you use a roll plug. That's R-O-W-L. A lot of people call them raw plugs, but they're actually roll plugs. And we use red. The reason we use red is because red fits on with a 6mm drill. So you've got a 6mm drill, a wood one and a stone one. That's the only drills I've used today in the whole job. It's 2 6mm drills and a red raw plug. So red raw plug is for stone, brick, mortar. And then the other thing, the only thing for plasterboard that I use really is called a Piggly Wiggly. That's a Piggly Wiggly. All the chippies call it a Piggly Wiggly. And if you go into B&Q and look down the aisles, there is thousands of things for putting in plasterboard. Or there's these clamp grips, there's a crushy grip, there's a spinny grip, there's an anchor grip, there's there's all sorts of stuff. The only thing we use is a Piggly Wiggly. It's made out of aluminium, so it's a white metal. Again, we're using the 6mm drill. So we'll drill a 6mm drill in the plasterboard, and then what we do is we'll get the Piggly Wiggly. I'll actually do it for you. We'll put it in the screwdriver, and we just turn it very gently. Don't use a power tool, use a screwdriver. Turn it very gently into the hole until it's about level with the plasterboard, and then it's got its own screw that just screws inside where you had the screwdriver. So that the Piggly Wiggly provides an anchor point for the screw and for the thing you're putting on. So picture frames, mirrors, clocks, ornaments, all that type of thing, bookshelves. But anything heavy putting in plasterboard, it needs something different. It needs to go into a stud, which means you're going to use a wood screw because it's going to go into a stud in a wall. So if it's in plasterboard, a Piggly Wiggly. If it's in wood, then a wood screw, just a single wood screw. And if it's in stone or brick or mortar, then a roll plug and then a wood screw. So in your kit, in your screw kit, you only need 3 or 4 different types of screw. And on these ones, I think these are turbo gold, these ones. So in a kitchen, like we've got up here all of the screws in there, and they're zinc coated. So because the kitchen produces steam and moisture, so they're zinc coated so they won't rust. And that's so you don't get the rust line down the screws. So I'm going to fill these and cover these up with a bit of filler, which I'll show you how I use the filler. So all the dust off the floor, I'll mix it with a bit of PVA glue, which is the white school type glue. Mix it with a bit of that because it's the same colour as the stuff I took off there because I've used that. That's the sawdust from the cutting. And then what I'll do is I'll fill the holes and then paint it white, and then you won't be able to see it. It'll be it's hidden in plain sight. It'll just look part of the wall and nobody will be able to see it. And these, if they do go rusty in about 10 years time, you won't see the rust line coming down the wall because they're zinc coated. And these ones, they're called turbo screws because they've actually got a little blade just in the top. So you don't have to drill a pilot hole in your screw, you can just whiz them straight into a piece of wood and they're done. That's the screw kit. So my name's Mark and I'll speak to you soon.